Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Jeremy from Randolph Running Club, and I'm back again with another video. We are revisiting the Into the Marathon series as I got another full marathon coming up, and this is going to be my first one in person in an actual race, post-pandemic. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it right after this. All right, y'all, thank you so much for making it through that intro. Those were two runs that I took back to back, one on Saturday, one yesterday on the 4th of July on Sunday. Shout out to you, anybody in America celebrating 4th of July. Big ups, just a really big day, obviously, in the history of the country. But I digress. Aside from that, two runs back to back. One was a interval run, so, kind of high intensity for a short period of time, and then a little bit of a cool down in between, and then repeating that for a couple different sets. And then the second was a long run that I took in the streets of San Francisco, and that was just kind of standard easy pace long run, keeping the heart rate in a nice sweet spot and just banging out those miles, and really helping the kind of aerobic endurance there. But yeah, so if you remember last year in 2020, I had a series called Into the Marathon. I'll link that right up here. And that in that series, I kind of chronicled, my steps of working on trying to do my first ever marathon. And actually, the crazy thing is that that series ended in me kind of in like a failure, right? Where like I went and I actually attempted that marathon. It was completely virtual, tried to do it solo. I had my fiance at the time, now my wife, and my mom there kind of trying to support me and everything. And I went into it a little bit banged up and ended up actually not completing it. I dropped out at around mile 13 or 14. I don't really recall. But, fast forward earlier this year, 2021, actually the week before I got married, I decided, I was like, I cannot allow myself to not run this marathon. I have to do this. I have to at least attempt to get to do this, and let the training speak for itself and just go out there and leave it all on the road. And I'm proud to say that I was able to finish my first full marathon. And shortly thereafter, this was like a wedding gift. I feel like basically I found out that I got accepted into the Chicago Marathon, which is later this year in October. So that'll be my first ever world major, my first ever in-person full-on race supported marathon, and I'm just so excited. I think it's such a blessing to be able to do that, because that first time, the first marathon was kind of like, it felt like walking on the moon or something, right? Like I was like, okay, I'm physically capable of doing this, but I did it in like 5 hours 20 minutes or something. It definitely didn't set the world on fire. So this is, I feel like, my redemption kind of time. All right, I'm like, I know I can do it. Let's iterate, let's make this better, and just really knock it out of the park this time. So I'll be taking you guys along with me on some training runs and just show you what everything is all about. So without any further ado, I'm gonna kick it back to myself from 2 days ago on Saturday and walk you through my interval workout right here. Hey guys. All right, what's up, y'all? About to get in this interval workout real quick, finishing week 2 of marathon training, and man, I'm feeling pretty good. I can't complain. Legs feeling good, feeling strong. I'm like hitting paces and workouts, and just kind of starting over and getting the mileage built back up. I'm really excited to take y'all along with this journey. I think I'm going to do a lot more videos like this where I'm explaining the type of workouts that I'm going to do and kind of take you along the ride. And yeah, hopefully y'all like that content. But get a quick stretch in and then go suffer for an hour running these fast paces. All right, y'all. All right, so just got like a little quick, like 2-minute, 3-minute stretch in, nothing crazy. Dynamic warm up. I'll probably record that next video. Kind of forgot to grab it this time. But yeah. So today's workout, got a 10-minute warm up, and then I think I'm on for 5 minutes at like kind of threshold pace. And then having a 2-minute rest. So I'll do that like 4 times. And then probably another 10-minute cool down. So here we go. Let's get started.
Oh no, back roll.
Purchase your track today.
Ended up being about 6.5 miles at like an average of 8:30 pace, give or take. And it it was a tough workout. It definitely hurt a little bit, but in a good way. And it was just a really good experience. And these are the type of workouts that I really like to have in these kind of training blocks, if you will, so that you can work on speed. You can work on, your speed endurance and that kick that you might need at certain parts of the race towards the end, or just when things are getting hard. You know what that pain cave feels like, so that you're able to thrive when that pain cave ultimately comes during the race. So really big monumental workout, I would say. I have a ton of these coming up. I usually do about 2 of these per week, and I'll take you on a journey for a couple more, the next time I give you an update. But yeah, just all around solid workout. Did it around Lake Merritt. Really easy place to go run and not have any obstructions, no stoplights or cars that I have to look out for. Unfortunately, there's a ton of geese, so you got to watch out for the geese. But aside from that, it's just a really beautiful, serene place to go run. So after that, I decided, I recently moved from Miami to Oakland. I did a quick stint for like 2 weeks in San Francisco in corporate housing. And I've just been getting most of my runs in Oakland, so I decided to do a little bit of a change of pace. So for this next run, as you'll see, I took a little trip into the big city, into San Francisco. So follow along right here. All right, what's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. After coming off that interval workout, I figured, and the interval workout was yesterday, but I figured that it would be cool to just have a little change of scenery. Haven't ran in San Francisco in a little minute. Been since the move over here to Oakland, been primarily, running Lake Merritt or Bay Bridge Trail, etc., downtown kind of areas. And so what the hell, man? I'm gonna hop on the BART and head on over to the big city, to San Fran. So making my way over there. I'm gonna get this 1.5-hour long run in and take y'all along with me. So yeah, let's get into it.
I love you, Bobby.
Dylan got it bumping.
As you can see there, hopped on the BART train, went over the bridge, well, under the bridge, I guess, underwater. And yeah, I went to San Francisco and just decided to run down the Embarcadero and into, Crissy Fields, Golden Gate Park kind of area. And as you can see, here in the scenery, it's just, I call this place runner's paradise. I think it's just absolutely perfect. The weather for running, maybe not for the beach, but for running is absolutely perfect. It's like in the mid 60s with the sun out, maybe on a really bad day it's like in the 70s, but it's no humidity. And they have these nice packed dirt trails which are really, really nice to run on, easy on the joints. And there's not a lot of tall buildings to mess up your GPS signal or something. There's not a lot of just random little obstructions and whatnot. So you can really just kind of go for it and feel comfortable. Nice, beautiful views. You pass Alcatraz, you pass Golden Gate Bridge, and just lots of green spaces and everything. There's people out, just being fit and doing what people do out there. So it's a really great experience. I love running there, and I'm definitely going to take advantage of that amenity is what I really call it, what I like to call it. And, just head back out there for some other long runs in the future. Especially because going across Golden Gate Bridge, I feel like really trains you for potential hills and other things in races, because you're dealing with a little bit of elevation to get up and down that bridge. So all in all, I think it was just absolutely wonderful. I love running there. Can't wait to do it again. And I realized that I didn't talk about this before, so just to kind of close this out here, for Chicago, since I've already completed a marathon and I know that I physically can do it, this is about trying to optimize where I'm at right now. So I think I'm in definitely better shape than I was for that marathon, but also the climate, not running it in Miami where it was 80 some degrees the day that I ran and 80% humidity, sun fully out. I mean, I think I really didn't have a great chance at success in that kind of weather. So for Chicago, I'm really trying to maximize, and my A goal is to run it in under 4 hours. I would say my B goal is probably 4.5. C goal is just to finish, because I think anytime you finish a marathon, it's really just a blessing in itself, because that race is so unpredictable, it's so long, really anything could happen. You could, face some kind of injury, or maybe you don't fuel properly, or whatever it might be. But the goal here is definitely to go under 4 hours. I think I have it in me. I believe that's a 9-ish minute per mile pace. And if you saw on my Strava, I actually ran my long run yesterday. It was only an hour and a half, but I ran it at about 8:30 pace, and I was able to keep my heart rate very low. I mean, around 130 the entire time. So I truly think that, with enough of that kind of training and just working on my breathing, my technique, keeping the heart rate low, I don't really see a reason why I can't maximize my potential and, have a great race where I can run under 4 hours. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens there. But again, thank you so much for kicking it with me. And I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Stay blessed, inspire others, and most importantly, stay safe out there, y'all. Take it easy.